Make a miss, let's take your stuff to the house. It's not us. We put the work in. We deserve what we get today. And it's not going to be given. We play in the moment. Every single play. With your brother right next to you. Leave it on the line. Every single snap. Take care of it. No better time than time. Sunday night. Time. We put all this. Okay, you hear me? No night. We leave every ounce. We got that body right on this field. Everybody, I want to go outside.
Top to the top, ain't never gonna stop. To the top, to the top, ain't never gonna stop. Never gonna keep me down. Still the one that's standing now. Yesterday is calling me. Go down in history. Today I'm fighting to pay.
Coming right here. You got a stack in the corner. It's coming. He's gonna give it to you. Good job.
Will I fall? Legends made when faith is strong. No time to play. I come to bring. Some people want to turn it around. To the end zone. But the strong rise on down the gun.
I'm going to challenge you right now. These two quarters for greatness. You got me? I want to see it come out of you right here.
Trubisky set the throw. He got great breakdown.
They are a dangerous football team. I love the way that Nagy, the head coach there, called his plays, took some chances, took some risks. The monsters of the Midway Wish they had the nickname in the 80s. That's how they won. They Super Bowl with the 85
handoff.
Bears.
Trubisky popped the pass. Got Bradley Soul. Touchdown. Touchdown Bears.
Already paying dividends in his first game as a Chicago Bear.
This was telling us how good the Bears was. This was the Bears coming out party to say, we are legit in this conference. Let's go!
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 180, 22.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the X3. 218, chop it. 21. Look at him.
Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 44 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
You got 3 down.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 51, Mike. Alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
18. Alert. Hey, echo.
On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
At the 4-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch twins.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Bears 0.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's get some penetration. Kill. Red, up. Red, up.
Here's Trubisky. And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Situation. Let's go. Big 20.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And an alley to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 30.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike, check. 59. I smell fear in that offense.
On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Johnson running right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Robinson's got it. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. I'm here all day.
Mike's 40.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
First down, a run with Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Hey, Alpha!
From the 41, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 41 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready! Check, check, 59. Here I come. Back, back, back. 32. 0.
From the 27, Stafford caught by Jones. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 40-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check. Crunch.
Here's Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Hey, 70!
58, come on.
0.
The curl. 58, right over there.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
59.
On first down, Stafford here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They give to Johnson going right. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Carry on Johnson as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He's tight on the right. We got 4.
Hey, foxtrot.
Hold.
final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 30 on second down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. This is Miller, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Hey, Mike 51.
On first down, Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 42 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Check three. Wide, get wide. Libra.
Stafford on first down. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Middle. Hey, 5-0. 10.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Complete to Jones. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
You get Rodney. You get Rodney.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky, it's complete to Robinson. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
18. 51, Mike 51.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Devon Kennard leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's put that team on the puck.
Throwing here, Trubisky. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Perry. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
50.
They go to Johnson again. And he's got this down to the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Drill right, 22.
59 Mike, check, 59. Come off the ball,
The busy night continues for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
80 weapons. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Hatchet. You got tight. You got tight right there.
21.
Kill. Check 99. Check it out.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
They didn't get the push they needed. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On second down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Shift. 32.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's late game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Bryant. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Trubisky. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you